is going on?
Yo.
Give yourself a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You've done it. We've made it to Thursday. You know what that means. Slightly biased. The highlight of everyone's week.
True.
Our smiling faces. Oh man. Every day that goes by, I think of me and the things that I do, and I just think there's no way that, So, oh, isn't he so cute? Isn't he cute?
What's his name?
Finn. And let me tell you, no, he's not cute. He's a fucking asshole. 2 days in a row. Yesterday morning, him and I, we have a little routine, right? Because my girlfriend gets up at like 5 a.m. to go to work. And so a couple hours later, it's her cat. A couple hours later, I wake up. He wakes up with me. I give him his food. We have a whole routine. Yesterday, bro, this dude, I wake up. He's on one. I can already tell he's on one. Run around the bed. I'm petting him. We pet. We cuddle. All this. He bites my elbow 3 times. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? We like make eye contact for like 20 seconds. He jumps on my face and bites my lip 3 times. He's never done anything like that. And I'm bleeding. And it gets all over our white bed sheet. I'm looking at him. I'm like, what just happened? This morning, I passed out on the couch last night. We all do it from time to time. Wake up at 7 a.m. to what? This dude puking everywhere, all over our white couch. I had to run to Target at 7:30 in the morning to get stuff to clean it. So, yeah.
Love it. But you love him.
He's okay.
Cats are little shits, dude.
He tests my patience. I used to hate cats, but this cat has turned me around, though. That's for sure. All right, anyway, sorry that I just told that story to everyone.
What's going on, man?
Just living, man.
Yeah.
Just
ready for some football or what?
I guess.
A little football, a little softball,
I'm ready for softball.
Let's go.
Cowboys have ruined just my week-to-week interest in football.
Yeah.
Because instead of being like, oh boy, Sunday, it's now, God, the fucking Cowboys play this week. Ugh.
Yeah. You got to hear about another injury.
Another one.
More media cap.
More tomfoolery.
Yeah. Everything I hear in the media is just cap.
Mike Fisher. Hate that guy.
Oh, the effort was really good. Come on, Mike. Stop.
No, it's not
hold someone accountable, please.
We'll talk about that.
We'll get there.
Because there's a lot to go over.
Don't gas me up, bro. don't get me started.
I wouldn't dare. All right, Thursday night football starts in a few hours. Pretty decent game, I guess.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, spoiled picks. Bucks, Bears. Thursday night football. This is our second time recording this, by the way, so if we miss out on stuff, it's only because we talked about it already. Didn't think about it again. But Bucks, Bears. Oh, yeah, I want to say this again, though. When you see this screen, okay, it's stretched. Because I know, I look bad on this screen, but it's just stretched, okay? I have gained a lot of weight during the quarantine, but not to this extent that you're seeing. Just want to throw that out there.
Hey, you look good, bro.
Okay.
Hey, everyone else just hating, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was it? P said that one of his roommates came in whenever I had my face shaved, and he was like, "Oh, he looks way better with a beard." I was like, "Dude, I already know. Trust me."
That's why he was covering it up.
Yeah, I was wearing a mask the whole time. People in the comments like, "Dude, what's up with the mask?" I'm like, "Dude, you're staying safe, man."
Yeah.
Can never be.
It's a pandemic, right?
It can never be too safe. Perfect timing.
Hey, but little Super Bowl rematch here between quarterbacks.
Yeah. Is Tom Brady petty, do you think?
To an extent.
Tom
Petty.
Petty.
But when you're, that great and you're, a very famous athlete, and you have been for 2 decades,
mm-hmm.
and you got kicked out, you got attempted to kick out of the door of your last organization multiple times.
Yes.
Right?
That's going to be such a good 30 for 30 one day.
Yeah. I mean, you could do a whole, series on that dynasty?
Yeah, probably.
With
It'll probably get
all the cheating scandals and...
It'll get the Last Dance treatment for sure.
Right. But yeah, man, I mean, like we were talking about before, we got some game time decisions for the Bucks.
Yeah.
which is always great for fantasy. Love
Mike
to see
Evans
it.
too. It's always Mike Evans.
You know, game starts at 7:05. You got to make a decision at 7.
Yeah. And Mike Evans
Um,
too is like, if you don't start him, he's gonna put up 35 points
right.
because that's
And
how he is.
I mean, these are two good defenses. We were talking about the over/unders 44.
That's so
Could
low.
definitely see a low-scoring game. You know, weird Thursday night game. We were talking about, maybe we could see Gronk a little bit involved tonight if Mike Evans is out.
Mm-hmm. This
With,
feels like a ground game.
Right. I mean, O.J. Howard is out as well. He hit the IR.
Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin's out. Is Fournette playing? Who knows? He's got a Q next to his name every week.
I don't think he is.
Yeah. So Rojo will be involved heavily. I will be interested to see if I don't know his first name. Vaughn, the running back,
Oh yeah, Keyshawn Vaughn
got a couple looks last week.
scored a touchdown.
He's got some shiftiness to him. That could be a nice change of pace with Rojo.
He was supposed to be a pretty big part in the offense, so they got Fournette.
Yeah, I mean, I look for him to maybe get some touches as well. It'll be nice to see if Foles can, kind of bring some magic against Brady.
Again.
But yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna go Tampa Bay. Another name I wanted to put out there, which we haven't said.
Boom.
Levante David, linebacker for the Bucks.
Levante.
Hasn't really gotten a lot of recognition over his career. And I was watching Gerald McCoy on Colin Cowherd, and he said he's the best linebacker in football, bar none.
There's a case.
So,
him, Jalen Smith.
this Bucks defense. I mean, I was preaching Winfield in the draft, and you can see how much this guy flies around on defense.
He's a beast.
I mean, this defense has really come together pretty nicely.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got Tom Brady at the helm. Even though with the pick 6, he threw 5 touchdowns last week.
Yep.
I mean, at least you're getting 2 picks compared to 5.
Hey.
So, I mean, I'm calling it what it is.
No,
dude.
no Jameis slander on this show.
I mean, Brady's been turning it over too, but
Yeah.
it's
right.
at least a little bit of a difference there.
Brady's looked good, especially
Yeah,
last
Brady
week.
has looked good.
He looked really good.
I'm gonna take the Bucks, but I do think it'll be close, and I wouldn't be shocked if the Bears pulled some weird Thursday stuff off.
Yeah, Thursday nights are always strange. I'm going the Bucks too. I hate this Bears team, man. I talked about it a bunch. I hate them. I have no reason to.
No, you're good.
I just very much dislike them.
Yeah, they're not fun.
There's no player that I dislike. There's literally no reason. It's just Bears games suck to watch. It was pretty fun last year or 2 years ago when their defense was forcing like 7 turnovers per game.
Right.
But now it's like, I mean, I know Khalil Mack's still good, but is he like what? Is he like out of his prime already or?
You don't really notice him as much as we used to, for sure.
Right. I don't know if they're sending like triple teams at him or something. That's I guess possible. But I mean, that's a dude who used to just eat those for breakfast.
Yeah.
Bucks, Bears. I'm going Bucks. Thursday night tomfoolery, though, very likely.
Yeah.
Very possible. Next up, Sunday games. Here we go. Carolina and Atlanta. Carolina. Shock so far?
It's not that shocking to me.
Really?
It's really not. I mean, I had said in our season preview that I really liked the direction this team was going. I liked the Matt Rule hire from the moment not even just from Baylor, but the post hiring interview. I just loved what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you get a stable quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater, and even with C-Mac out, they got a guy in Mike Davis who's running the crap out of the ball.
Yeah, I think I saw PFF say he's the most elusive running back in football.
Yeah, and you're talking about a receiving core that's very underrated.
Yeah.
And Robbie Anderson has been balling out.
Looks
DJ
like a
Moore's a
beast.
very, very solid. Curtis Samuel hasn't even been doing much, but every time he's getting 4 or 5 catches for a good 50, 60 yards a game.
And running the ball.
Right. So it's not like he's dominating, but he's getting you probably some third downs here and there and some change of pace on some play calling.
Mm-hmm.
So they have very nice weapons. And like you said, they went all defense in this draft.
Yeah.
And it's a young defense, but you can tell that everybody has bought in. And that's the difference a head coach makes with especially a young team.
100%.
And am I gonna pick Atlanta? No. So give me Carolina.
Oh, Atlanta. I just want you to win, man. It's got to happen at some point, right?
This could be the week.
I'm actually gonna pick them. So we're 5 weeks into the season. I picked Atlanta to win. Oh Jesus!
Are you having a Carolina Panthers Panthers-esque season here?
With
Is
the
that what's going on
Falcons?
so
No,
far?
no, no. I
Are you
definitely
0-4 on them so
no,
far?
no, 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 no. I definitely picked them to lose to the Packers.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I've picked them to win 4 out of the 5 weeks so far.
Yeah.
And they're 0-4. I don't know. I don't know why I'm just so bought into this Falcons team, or why I think that they're.
It's because they can put up 40 points.
Josh Reddick just made a crazy catch. Sorry, I'm watching this baseball game on the side. But yeah, that's true. But Calvin Ridley, 0 catches? How does that even happen?
Julio's hurt every game.
Yeah, Julio. We know this is Julio. I fucked this up. Let me move it.
Hey, man, stop messing with my pick.
Boom. God, I'm such a good editor.
Dude, that was impressive.
That was really good.
You should have seen what we did last episode.
Yeah. That was
some
nice.
Next level.
It was something like it was something out of a music video.
Yeah.
It's coming soon. It's coming soon to the channel. But Calvin Ridley 0 catches, that can never happen. Ever.
Look at these rankings for the Panthers, man. Who would have thought?
I know offense, I think we could have expected the offense could be kind of exciting.
But not without C-Mac.
Right, yeah, that's true. And defense though, big time shock. Right? There are people who thought that this was like a historically bad defense.
Well, they were last year, so it's easy to say that.
Right, they were terrible last year, then got worse in the offseason, on paper at least. You had Kuechly retire. You just went super young. You lost Bradbury. Like, they were supposed to get worse, but they didn't.
You got one of the best, D linemen in the draft, if not the best.
Yeah, true.
Interior guy, which, obviously the Cowboys would love to have.
Cowboys would love a lot.
Right. So, I think they're definitely in the right direction, and you're sitting at 2-2. You're in a tough NFC, but you got an extra wild card spot.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think there's a doubt in my mind that this team's saying, hey, if we win the games we're supposed to win, we could sneak into the playoffs.
I agree 1,000%. I'm going Falcons though. They got to get a win at some point. That's just the way I feel.
You would like to think that if it was like a shootout, that Atlanta could outscore them.
Yeah.
But dude, Atlanta's just been
like, who's covering Robbie Anderson over the top? Like, DJ Moore could have a monster game.
Dude, Atlanta's it just seems like they find ways to lose, man. And like you said on your power rankings, it's like Matt Ryan it's either he's really good one play or the next play he's like kind of can't move. He's immobile.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Julio who's in and out. You got Ridley who can't get the ball at times.
Which is a shame because he's a stud.
It's a very weird team.
What draft? Who did the Cowboys draft over Calvin Ridley? Leighton Vander Esch, right? I saw some Cowboys Twitter people upset about that. I'm like, dude, how many wide receivers do we need?
Yeah, no, I liked that pick at the time.
Yeah, I like it. And I still like it.
Even though it was still one of those picks where you pick them and we go, who?
Yes. Then they see on the draft, they say Leighton Vander Esch's kid played 7-on-7 high school football. I'm thinking,
yeah.
Here we go, man. Oh, do you see what Taco Charlton's doing in Kansas City?
Oh yeah.
Makes me sick.
I thought we gave up on him too early.
Makes me disgusted.
It seemed like he was starting to find his stride, and then just kicked him out the door.
I'm trying to remember the last time this team did something right. You see
in the fourth round.
You see how bad, how much of an impact this team has in our lives that we can't even go one game without bringing up how terrible the Cowboys are. All right, I'm going Falcons. Hey, Falcons, Falcons, if you guys lose this week, never for the rest of the season. I don't care if you guys go on a 12-game win streak. Never picking you guys again. All right, next game up. Oh, here we go. Talking point. Hot takes. Buffalo, Tennessee. Does this game happen? Probably not. Truthfully.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Does not sound like it. And as a Derrick Henry owner in fantasy who needs wins, I'm not happy.
Well, this is the thing, right? If we say, okay, let him play, how many positives are we going to get? And then how does that affect the next matchup?
Yeah, the Titans, damn near half their teams tested positive, it seems like.
Yeah, so, we were saying we hope this doesn't start a domino effect, and the chips are kind of starting to fall in some weird places, man. And it's just we were very questionable on how the season was going to happen to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just so many guys, man, and there's no bubble, there's no restrictions on doing things.
Well, this whole thing sounds like such a clusterfuck because the Titans, right? it seems like the NFL, from what I can gather from tweets from the players, it sounds like the NFL was just like, oh, hey, guys, no practices. And that's all they said to the players. So then the players got caught at some random middle school field practicing. And now that's a whole big ordeal. And then you had like A.J. Brown come out and say, well, you can't prove it was me. And then some other player would be like, yeah, so what? We're football players and our livelihoods depend on this. I hate when football players say shit like that. It's so weird and corny to me.
This is not true, though.
I mean, it is, yeah, but it's just like, all right, dude, tone it down like 10 pegs. Because it's just like, dude.
I mean, but at the same time, like, you look at all these injuries around the league, no preseason, and guys are trying to get into football shape, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got the Cowboys out here using like the first 4 games as a preseason excuse. I mean, you know, like guys you have to practice a certain way for this sport.
Mm-hmm.
And guys are looking for any way to do that, to get extra reps. I mean, especially when you look around the league and you got, I mean, Cam getting it and then Gilmore's getting it. And then, you know, that affects the scheduling. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm kind of nervous, bro, going forward.
I mean, from everything it sounds like, the Titans are probably forfeiting this game. Like, straight up forfeit. Game doesn't happen ever. Which is just... And then the reality is, we talked about... I don't remember what podcast talked about this, but we talked about this before. It's just a weird... We're in a global pandemic. Like, there's no real... Sometimes there's just not a winning side. Is basically what I'm getting at. So, everyone crying on Twitter about the Titans maybe forfeiting... That's just, I mean, we're in unprecedented times. Like,
right.
Like, there's going to be lose-lose situations.
Yep.
And this is one of them. Do you have the Titans practice squad go out and play if half their team has it? And then they're going to get steamrolled by the Bills, and then Titans fans will be upset.
That's what I thought was interesting about the Chiefs-Pats game was that I thought the Patriots could have kind of used we don't have our starting quarterback.
Yeah, if I was a Patriots player, I'm like,
right. Why would I play
this
game? Yeah. So I'm kind of surprised that the Pats even played that game.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also, again, like I said, lose-lose. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to go to the league and say, cancel this game? And he's like, all right, you guys forfeit.
Reschedule 8 teams, different buys. And
that's why I said the league really needed just 1 week, extend the season by 1 week, and have just 1 week where there's no game scheduled. That way you can postpone games. Because then you could just move the Bills, Titans to that week, and then... You know,
they just need to hire us as, you know, advisors to the board or something.
Look at the glasses, guys.
I mean,
we're really smart.
We're really intelligent.
We are, I mean, up there.
My GPA in college was almost a 3.
Yeah, my GPA in high school was almost a 3 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, college.
I mean, that's saying something. Yeah.
My IQ test though, I've taken many online IQ tests. Gifted. That's what it says at the end. Top percentile, gifted,
special.
Yes. Special needs required because I'm so smart that I just can't. The regular people can't handle me.
Yep.
But it's a mess, man.
If this game happens, Bills.
Yeah, if this game happens, the Titans haven't practiced in like 2 weeks. It sounds like this game's not happening now. I'm telling you that. You guys really need to start preparing for a worst case scenario type ordeal here. Or the NFL might pump the brakes, maybe take a week off and say, okay, we have to schedule a bubble or something. Because I don't know how.
I think it's gonna get weirder and weirder as the season goes on.
Yeah, exactly. As the season goes on, and I mean, look, the Titans are 3-0, bro. It's not like they're like some 0-3 team that's just like fuck it, whatever, just cancel the game. Mm-hmm. Like they're 3-0 against the Bills, so they forfeit this game. That sucks. But then you have to think about the implications across the league. If you're an AFC team fighting another AFC team, fighting for a playoff spot or fighting for like home field advantage or something, and the Bills get a free win to go to 5-0, you'd be like, dude, what the hell?
Well, what if it's my starting quarterback or my starting left tackle?
Yeah, true.
And I just have to play without them, and then I just get steamrolled, and it's like, well, I mean, yeah, you might as well forfeit.
I mean, that's pretty much the reality of the situation.
Because what, the Patriots are going to be without Cam again?
Yeah, I mean, that's just the reality.
You can see that without Cam, they're not good.
Yeah, Brian Hoyer is American Hoyer story.
And Stidham isn't good either.
No, guys, God, Patriots fans who really thought Stidham was going to be the guy even after they got Cam, not smart.
No, we knew.
Yeah, you had to have. But I was going to say, oh yeah, it just goes back to, it's just lose-lose. There might not be a win-win situation. You're gonna have to sacrifice something or compromise somewhere, And I guess it sounds like forfeits. Because then you have to think about the Steelers' point of view, right? All players on the Steelers are pissed, and honestly, rightfully so, because they're, I don't know what it was, week 8.
Now they already had their bye.
Yeah, they had their bye in week 4. And now you have to play, 12 straight games? 13 straight games, something like that?
Yep.
And it's just like, dude, that's not fair to them, and it wasn't their fault.
Yep.
And especially if it's true that the Titans, were told, I've seen this too, but I can't confirm it, but the Titans were told, yo, you just go to your houses, whatever, do individual shit, and then they're meeting up elsewhere to practice, and then people are continuing to get it. That's a bad look.
Yep. I mean, it's a problem that the NFL can't deal with this many people.
Nope.
It just can't. You can't put a hold on that many players, especially with this sport.
And the
you
NFL,
have to you have to practice. You have to be physical.
Yeah. And it's not like baseball or basketball where you just kind of show up and week to week or game to game. It's the same. You might tweak some game planning and stuff. Maybe
some double headers.
Yeah, maybe basketball you prepare for a zone or something against a certain team, but football week to week, everything changes.
It's a schedule for a reason. Everything is on schedule. It has to be that way.
Yeah.
Or you're messing up a lot of other teams' schedules and their plans.
Yeah. This is an ugly situation.
This might be beginning of the end, people.
Beginning of the end, maybe as we know it. Not that the season's gonna get canceled, but that they're gonna have to step in and be like, okay, teams in the NFC South, you guys go here. Teams, I don't know.
If you're not at the facility, you're at your house.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were doing. Maybe it was only for training camp. But yeah,
doesn't seem like it.
Because it seems like damn near every team has somebody who has it now. The Raiders have somebody. It's just like. The NFL just was not. I mean, the NFL didn't. It just seems like the NFL didn't care.
People act like it's just going away.
Yeah. I mean, and then, who was it? Was it Von Miller came out and was like, dude,
I realize that it's not as deadly as, obviously we're glad that it's not, as deadly as we all may have thought, but that doesn't mean it's just gone. That doesn't mean that you can just have people have it and keep playing football like regular.
But the reality is people don't understand this. Scientists themselves have come out and said, yo, we still don't even really know what the long-term effects of this are. Because you had Von Miller come out and be like, yo, I still haven't recovered from COVID.
Well, we've had a couple of friends.
Yeah, we have friends in our group chat yeah, I had COVID 5 months ago. I still can't smell. I'm like, dude, that doesn't sound fun.
Right.
I don't want that. It's like, dude, you can get it, man. You're not going to die. Dude, I want to smell.
Yeah.
Taste food.
Taste food?
It's like, dude, it's not that bad. I still can't taste food, and it's been 6 months. It's like, all right, dude, that sounds fucking terrible.
Sounds great.
Yeah, what? No, thank you. And even then, I don't want the flu anyway.
Yeah.
That's just not, the flu sucks. And then Freddie Freeman on the Atlanta Braves, he was saying he didn't know if he was gonna live whenever he had it. It's like, no thanks.
Yeah, man.
Bad situation.
Shit ain't over, man.
NFL just was not. Either they weren't ready for it, or they genuinely didn't.
No,
care.
they don't care.
They do not care.
They said we're playing.
Yeah, we're playing. And then I saw a tweet today that said, Greg Abbott. I want to say some mean things about him, bro. I really do. But I'd push him out of his wheelchair for sure. But anyway, Greg Abbott said, hey, Jerry, you want to pack the house? Go for it, man.
Yeah.
God, if I saw Greg Abbott wheeling down the street. Yeah, whoops. Sorry, Greg. I don't care about any of these Texan politicians' medical ailments. That fucking guy Crenshaw with the eye patch. Womp, womp, womp. Fuck you. Sorry to get political. Vote, guys. Voting starts soon. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for.
Kanye, baby.
I won't tell you who to vote for. All right. Next game up, Raiders. Chiefs. Kansas City.
Give me the Chiefs.
I'm trying to remember. Have the Raiders, the Chiefs have dominated the Raiders the last,
Chiefs have dominated
years.
everyone.
Yeah, true. Very true. But it feels like the Raiders are specifically getting spanked around by the Chiefs all the time.
Other than the Patriots, this is the best team I've ever watched play football.
I agree. The Chiefs team looks unstoppable.
It's
this
unbelievable.
particular one, too. Because even last year, you were like, oh, their defense is kind of shaky. Their defense looks really good now.
I mean, the defense looked good towards the end of last year.
Yeah.
But not this good.
Right. I mean, the thing is they're not that good defensively. I mean, they are, But it's just they force turnovers. They're just opportunistic. They'll force you a pick. We saw last week pick 6. Like they just take advantage of. I mean, Edelman fucked it up, but some other teams, the Cowboys, some other teams will just let that ball drop off to the sideline.
I was gonna say, dare I bring it up, but former Cowboy Anthony Hitchens on this team.
Yep, I loved Hitchens when he was a Cowboy.
Dude, of course.
But him, I don't really hate that move because he wanted to get paid.
You're gonna have to pay him.
We had Sean Lee. I think LVE.
That was when LVE was coming in. I think
we drafted LVE, and then Jalen Smith was starting to come around.
Right.
He never ended up coming around.
That little quick come around.
That little quick come around and leave again.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind leaving. I did love Hitchens when he was here, though. He's a good player.
Yep.
And then
Wilson.
Yeah, that's true.
And
then Juan Thornhill, who we drafted Tristan Hill over.
Awesome.
Got a pick, too. Was he the one who had the pick 6? No, that was Tyrann Matthew. But yeah, it's great to see.
Thornhill's everywhere.
Yeah, Thornhill's a beast. But hey, remember, the geniuses over on Cowboys Twitter told us not to worry about safeties.
And the effort is just so great.
Yeah. Guys, Cowboys Twitter knows way more than you, okay? Because they watch a different game. That's what they lead you to believe. They don't watch the same game you do. You think you're watching the game, then you go on Cowboys Twitter, you're like, what game did I just watch that these guys are fucking talking about? Like I said earlier, we talk about the Cowboys every single play.
Well, dude, this Chiefs team is so good.
Yeah, I mean,
this offense is unbelievable. Watkins is their 5th option.
Yeah, their offense is unreal. Patty is I'm telling you, he's the best quarterback I've ever seen.
I mean, what a genius pick for Clyde.
Yeah.
Just a genius pick.
That was such a luxury pick, too. Like, I don't really like drafting running backs in the first round, but for them, it was like,
but like into the first round, you don't really need anything.
Yeah, it's just like, what can put our team over the hill? A nasty running back?
Right. Yeah. Who can actually run through the tackles at his size and run people over?
Yeah. Like, good. Who are you?
And coming from a championship roster, too?
How are you even stopped? Like, it's just like, you're going to stop Tyreek. Okay, but what about Kelsey? And then Clyde or okay, we're going to stop Kelsey. Okay, but what about Tyreek and Sammy Watkins?
And then you got Hardman.
Yeah. They're just disgusting, man.
And then Robinson is pretty good.
Yeah. And then defensively, Frank Clark's a monster.
Chris Jones was out last week, but he's a top 5 defensive player.
Taco Charlton leaves the Cowboys, becomes the best defensive end in the NFL.
I mean, that should probably tell us more about the Cowboys than Taco.
Oh, yeah. And you didn't even need us to tell you anything about the Cowboys to know that. All right, Chiefs. Could the Raiders win this game? No.
You got to contain Waller.
Yeah.
You can't let Waller beat you.
True. A good tight end matchup. Alabama. Oh, wait, no. What? I don't know why I just thought Clyde Edwards-Helaire with Alabama. SEC running back matchup. All right, Jets, Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals.
Yeah, I picked the Jets last week. What in the fuck? Never again.
Thanks.
Hey, but listen, if the Cardinals...
Wait, why is Gase still have a job?
He's not getting fired.
Why?
If he can't beat Brett Rypien and the Broncos, the Broncos are beat to hell, then who are they going to beat? Right. And when is he ever going to get fired?
Well, right now.
And then you had Sam Darnold should not have came back in that game, but you could tell that Adam Gase was so desperate to win that game. And then, what was the name of that offensive lineman they drafted?
Becton?
Yeah, Becton had shoulder issues. And
get in there.
Yeah, Gase is like, oh, you're good? Because, of course, a rookie player is going to be like, coach, I'm good. Like, with his arm falling off.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the coaches and the trainers' job to be like, no, dude. Like, that's why Devontae was pissed on Twitter, Devontae Adams, because I guess he felt good to play, and they were like, no, you're not playing. Which is what a competent team should do.
Very competent teams do that.
Yeah, competent teams like, dude, we're playing the Falcons. Like,
must be nice.
Yeah, I have no idea what it's like. I'm just assuming. We're not going off of experience. We're just assuming that's what competent teams do.
Right.
It sounds like a thing a competent team would do. But I'm going the Cardinals, and truth be told, I'm not confident.
They haven't looked good. They need to win here to get back on track.
I went from up here to this Cardinals team to down fucking here.
Yeah.
Their offense is nowhere near as good as I think we thought it was. It's just this cliff air raid. I don't know if it'll work in the NFL. I really don't. Kyler Murray is going like 20 of 30 for like 70 yards because they just throw screen.
Well, they still don't have the line that you need for a quarterback like Kyler Murray.
True.
And you I mean, as much as we kind of like Drake and Edmonds, I mean, they're not really running through the tackles like that. And,
The hell
we
is
talked
Drake
about
doing?
those to the Cowboys. You can't run the ball when you can't get off the line.
Yeah.
When your linemen are getting pushed back, you can't run the ball.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
And then you got to put Kyler Murray outside the pocket. And, he's dangerous out there. But if you kind of plan for that and you got players that can cover that, then you got real problems on offense.
Yeah. The Jets don't have those players.
And they really don't have a great defense yet. It's improving, I think, but it's still very young.
They miss Buda Baker. He runs that defense. So when he gets back, it'll be better.
Right.
I don't know when he's coming back.
I mean, this team is still young, man. They still have a lot to figure out, and they've taken a little slump here. But I think, like I said last week, that was credit more to the Panthers in my mind.
Yeah.
And Cardinals just got to adjust and figure it out.
Okay, Buda Baker's playing this week, so there you go.
So
that's big. Yeah, I'm going the Cardinals. If they lose this game, it's time to jump ship.
I mean, yeah.
On this season.
You cannot lose this game.
No.
I mean, I expect Kyler Murray to go nuts.
You would like to think.
Yeah.
I'm telling you though, the Jets are not going 0-16. They're gonna have one game where Sam Darnold looks amazing or something. Like it's gonna happen. Against who? I don't know. The Cowboys aren't on their schedule this year, so it won't be us. The Cowboys literally saved Sam Darnold's career, I think.
Probably. Maybe Gase's too.
Next up, we have Philly, Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned about the Steelers, though.
Is this game happening?
Yeah. Steelers are fine.
Okay.
Steelers are fine. Eagles fans probably wish this game's not happening.
Yeah. Man, they're gonna have a tough time with that defense.
Yeah. You think Carson Wentz is throwing picks to the Washington football team? And dude, I'm telling you, man, Carson Wentz gets treated like a Make-A-Wish kid. He really does. I don't get why. Has just what people expect out of him fallen so much that we look at a 1 touchdown, 1 pick game against the Niners where they're beat to hell. Like, this isn't the Niners defense from last year at all. And we're like, yeah, man, Carson Wentz look really good. Like Eagles fans are saying.
Yeah, he just still gets defended like crazy.
I know.
And I mean, I hate to bring it up, but you look at a guy like Dak and he just gets hated on still more than a guy like Carson Wentz does.
Well, I said this in the Power Rankings video. If Dak, Mahomes, Rodgers, Russ had a game like he had against the Niners on Sunday night, everyone's the next morning like, oh, man, well, the Cowboys won in spite of Dak. Or the Chiefs won in spite of Patrick Mahomes' performance. But for some reason, Wentz, we're all sucking his dick about how amazing of a performance it was.
Yep. And you didn't hear that one time.
Yeah.
That they won in spite of him.
Yeah. Their defense, dude, they played Nick Mullins, who literally is a trash can out there. So, sorry, Wentz. You're still bad in my book. I hate him so much. It's just something about him.
Yep. I think his teammates feel the same way.
Is it because he's a redhead? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey.
I'm trying to think, though. I don't think I have any redhead friends, so maybe.
I don't know, dude. They're different.
Is that offensive? Maybe. Who knows?
Probably.
We'll probably find out. All right. Rams, Washington.
Give me the Rams.
Yeah, man. Who's starting in this one? Kyle Allen.
Can't wait.
That's something to talk about. Was it a little too early for Haskins to get pulled?
Yes. Seemed kind of weird to me. What do you think?
It seems to me as if Rivera was never... Like, Rivera came to Washington and was like, yeah, I'll throw Haskins out there just to please people, but he's not my quarterback moving forward.
So what? So I guess that's interesting because Rivera had Kyle Allen last year.
Mm-hmm.
So could be interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, you obviously weren't big on Kyle Allen, and I'm not going to say I loved him, but did he have some decent games? Yes.
I think Kyle Allen is terrible. I think probably what we're seeing here is, like I mentioned, Rivera came into Washington, like, probably said the right things to ownership about Dwayne Haskins, but in the back of his mind, he's like, we're going to move on first chance we get. Then I'm thinking maybe he's just, they're going to finish with a really bad record. They're going to be towards the top of the draft. So they have to prepare for the possibility of them drafting a quarterback. So they're probably, I mean, Kyle Allen is what, 25? So maybe Rivera's like, all right, let me just see what I have in Kyle Allen real quick. If he goes on, it's like Minshew type run.
He could be a decent backup for sure.
Yeah, either that or maybe he just improved a crazy amount, and they're like, okay, we can maybe build something around Kyle Allen. I don't know.
Well, and like I said, if you've already had that, history of working together,
True.
that's definitely advantageous. And I mean, you got some decent weapons. I mean, Antonio Gibson's been having a super solid year.
Yeah, he's coming around
I
big
mean,
time.
you see the defense right there ranked at 7. I mean, the defense has some pieces.
We know they're good defense.
I mean, we like this team's future, and they have the same record as the Cowboys, and they could finish better than us this year.
It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I got the Rams. I really like this Rams team. I really do. I think they're like Super Bowl contending, damn near.
For me, I'm not going to go that high, but I think they're a tough team no matter who they're playing, 100%.
Because, they played bad against the Giants and still won.
For me, like, if they still had, like, a prime Gurley, that's, like, the difference for me.
Yeah.
Just because I don't trust the backfield like I did
like what they've
a couple
done,
years
though.
ago.
They've
Yeah, I
done
mean,
production out of all those guys.
it's a decent committee, but you can tell it's just not as.
Gurley was.
It's not the punch that it was, and I mean, obviously they have incredible weapons to throw to. Even at Higbee, when he doesn't have crazy numbers, he's super solid out there at tight end as well. But they're a good team, and they're going to be tough no matter who they're playing.
Mm-hmm. Let me just finish something about Haskins. The dude's just not good. Okay, I get the Twitter outrage. Truthfully, I do. Maybe it's a little too early. I thought it was. In my opinion, why not just write him out? But
Rivera's saying, "Yo, like I'm in charge."
Yeah, Rivera's like, dude, no, because you go back to last year. It sounded like Shanahan didn't even want him. There was all those reports that like ownership basically forced them to draft Haskins,
right?
And Shanahan didn't even want him. And now this year, obviously, Ron Rivera didn't want him. You do feel bad for him.
I mean, dude, you got to remember though. I mean, these guys are with these guys every day.
True, 100%.
Right, like Rivera was with Kyle Allen every day last year.
And also, he's been with Dwayne Haskins, so he knows stuff that we don't know.
Right. I mean, you got to think too. Like, if you have a guy like Haskins, you're gonna have a different offense than when you have a quarterback like Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen's gonna be a lot simpler offense.
Mm-hmm.
Haskins, you got to do a lot more to get Haskins in situations where he's gonna succeed.
Yeah. Haskins is just not athletic at all, which is almost a prerequisite. And
it seems like he's just not, his decision making isn't there.
He seems so timid and scared.
Yeah.
I remember they had to play like 4th and goal at the 12. They're going to lose the game to the Ravens, and then it was 4th and goal at the 12. They went for it, and apparently Rivera was like, "Yo, Dwayne, you have to get this ball in the end zone. It's 4th and goal. We're going to lose the game anyway, but it sounded like Ron Rivera wanted to see him just take a shot. If it gets picked off, it gets picked off. It doesn't matter anyway." Mm-hmm. And then it was 4th and goal at the 12. He did like a little dump off to the 9-yard line and got blown up immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, you got to throw it in the end zone.
Yeah.
I get not wanting to make a mistake, but damn. And that's the thing. Haskins is bad, okay? I get where Twitter's coming from, but Haskins is just not good.
I mean, it's like Trubisky. It's like at some point you just have to say, okay, we didn't draft the right guy.
Yeah.
I mean, just accept it and move on.
100%. And
Rivera's coming into an organization that just had to change their name.
Yeah.
And he's saying, look, we're going to start right now my way.
Yeah.
And I respect that.
I mean,
and the football, the players on the football team respect that.
Yeah.
Which matters more than what we think.
100%.
Because it's about what is going on in the locker room. How can you build a winning mentality in the locker room?
Yep.
Right? And if that's what it's going to take, then that's what you got to do. Because obviously whatever we're doing in Dallas ain't working. So credit to Ron.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry.
It seems like the football team plays pretty damn hard.
Yeah, I mean, they do the best with what they got.
And you got to respect it.
It all just comes back to he's just not. If Dwayne Haskins was playing well, then I would get being like, yo, what the fuck's going on?
Right.
But he's just not good.
They've
probably seen what they've needed to see. They've probably seen enough to be like, yo, we have to do something moving forward.
There you go.
All right. Next game up is Cincy in Baltimore. Let me just move these.
Yeah. I'll tell you though, man. I like me some Joe Burrow, man. I really do.
He looks like the truth.
I really do. I like his personality out there. You know, did you see those clips of him talking to the refs and stuff last week?
Yeah, he's definitely got some swagger.
Dude, he's got some swagger. I love the way he plays. Mixon finally went nuts.
I was telling y'all Mixon's a really we have been telling you guys that Mixon's a really good running back.
He's cold, man. It's just you got to find ways to get him the ball, and it's kind of tough with the O-line situation.
Yeah.
And obviously no defense really yet, but obviously Baltimore is gonna probably win this game, 99% chance, right?
Right.
But man, I it's another team. I kind of like the direction they're going. I mean, you got a quarterback. Got a quarterback, and you got weapons around him.
There's no spread for this game right now, which is weird to me.
They're probably trying to figure out if they want to make it 14 or 21.
Well, I'm wondering, maybe there's a weather. Where's this game being played at? Because I know there's that hurricane coming in, but Baltimore, obviously, I don't think is in danger. Who knows? Vegas is weird. But, yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you said. And going back to Haskins, you can there's an it factor when you watch young play, not necessarily even just quarterbacks, but young players. I hate saying it, but it is true. You know, it's a cliche type thing, but you can kind of tell when somebody just has it.
100%.
Burrow has it.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyler Murray wasn't even that great last year, but you could just tell he had it.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes, you could tell had it. I mean, Deshaun Watson, that's why everyone loves Deshaun, because his performance maybe hasn't really caught up, but you can just tell he has it.
Right. Dak.
Yeah, Dak has it. Carson Wentz does not have it.
No, yeah, he doesn't.
But Joe Burrow has it. And when you watch Dwayne Haskins, it's just like, where is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Lamar has it, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Ravens. But I could see the Bengals, like, splitting the series, though.
I don't know about that, but I could see the Bengals at least, putting up some points, having a good couple drives.
Like, I'm thinking this was a 14-point spread.
Where they're going to struggle is defensively.
Yeah. 100%.
And Lamar's just going to have a field day. I mean, we saw what Lamar did last week, and he just when you don't have a defense, Lamar just runs by your entire defense. It's insane.
If Lamar gets, like 5 yards without having to do anything, it's game over. You get him in space when he's running.
He spin moves like a running back, like Barkley.
I mean, he would be – I know Ravens fans hate when they hear it, but he'd be the best running back in the NFL probably. Or at least one of the most elusive ones. Dude, did you see – after that Monday night game against the Chiefs, did you see that picture a Chiefs fan posted? It said soon, and it was Patrick Mahomes handing the ball off to Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I did see that.
It's so funny. So disrespectful, but hilarious nonetheless. All right, we both got the Ravens, obviously. Love the Bengals, though. Next up, oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
Jags in Houston. Jags look terrible now.
Can the Texans buy a win? Bill O'Brien is gone.
Finally, man. That's a winning season already.
Yeah, give me Houston. Let's go, baby. I'm all in.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you see all the reports?
Yeah, the JJ
Watt was going off.
I mean, if you're a player, you have to be like, bro, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm looking at Bill O'Brien, like, dude, they're in such a bad spot, the Texans are. I don't know. It might be bad for a long time. I don't think they're an 0-14, but they're bad. Like, they're legitimately not good. They're going to finish with probably like a top 7 pick, and they don't even have their pick. Or their second-round pick.
Try to tell you.
Oh, man. And then I just can't get over the fact that, so inside the organization, you thought it was a possibility that Bill O'Brien could be fired this early. Because 4 weeks into the season is early. Even with somebody on the hot seat.
Well, not to mention he's your GM, so you're firing your GM as well.
He's your GM as well. Inside the organization, you know it's a possibility. How are you signing off on some of these dumbass moves?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Like, if Bill O'Brien was this much on the hot seat and he came in my office and said, yo, we're about to trade Andrew Hopkins, I'd say, oh, no, not we. You're out of here.
I mean, if you really think about it, the Texans really haven't been ran well from the jump.
No.
I mean, a lot of their decision-making, a lot of their drafting has not been great. And, we didn't understand him being GM to start with. So
never a good idea.
Right. So, it's about time. Obviously, it's probably a weight lifted off a lot of the players' shoulders if that's what was going on at practice in the locker room.
And especially JJ Watt doesn't even strike me like one of those guys.
Yeah, it seemed like he got to a point.
Yeah. He is one of the captains of the team.
I mean, he's one of the captains of the league.
Yeah. And so that probably leads me to believe that the players were all like, yo, fuck him. And then J.J. Watt was
Like,
finally the one to be like, yo, dude, you suck.
you're out of here.
Yeah, I am
Like-
personally firing you.
Yeah.
Well, you don't even need to talk to the owner.
I mean, we've said this about a lot of sports, man. We side with the players on a lot of things.
Yeah, you have to.
And we don't see it go that way a lot of times, though.
I mean, if the players don't buy
mean,
the coach, it's over.
It seems like the coach just has a lot. I mean, the coach has a lot of power in football, man.
It's just, how did Bill O'Brien end up being the GM and head coach?
It was the butthole chin, dude.
It was, dude. We talked about it. There's so much gravity in that chin that it just
It
sucks the brain power out of everyone.
It's hypnotizing.
It is, man. It's just like you stare at that butthole chin. You're like, dude, is that real?
It's like, give me David Johnson. I'll give you Hopkins.
Oh my god! What
Okay.
a disaster, man. Ugh, I'd be so mad if I were in the Texans. I've seen people on Twitter talking about, well, Deshaun's got to ask for a trade now. I don't know.
I don't
Deshaun-
see him as that guy.
And also, it's just like, I kind of hate how sports has gotten to this where young players need to win in like their first 4 years or else they're just considered trash. I hate that. That's just never been the case. It's like somebody like Patrick Mahomes comes around, looks amazing immediately, and then everybody automatically expects every young player to look like that.
Well, and by the way, it depends on the situation because you put Pat Mahomes in Houston, you think they're winning every game?
Not every
There's-
game.
Yeah, but it's just Pat Mahomes couldn't have gone to a better
Yeah,
situation.
100%. 100%. It's the same thing with like Luka. Amazing player, really great situation in Dallas. But now all these rookies are fucked because everyone saw Luka and said, dude, why is my rookie not putting up 30-point triple doubles? Weird comparison, I know. But
Well, basketball's a little different, obviously.
I know, but
you know,
still, like, it's just it's
One player can impact the game a lot more.
I know, but it's just how sports is training, where we just expect these young guys. And Cowboys fans are guilty of this. I know we're talking about the Cowboys again, but Cowboys fans are guilty of this with Taco Charlton.
Mhm.
We know it was just a bad pick because we needed more, but
Yep.
we know defensive linemen take time to develop. But Taco, we wanted him gone 3 games into the season.
Well, and then right when we get rid of him was when I was finally like, yo, Taco's kind of starting to pick it up.
Right? It's
Next thing you know, he's off the team.
next thing you know, he's off the team. Next thing you know, he's on Kansas City, racking up sacks, strip sacks.
Well, even in Miami, what he played us and did well.
Yeah, he had a sack, of course.
I mean, dude, it's just, you can't make this shit up. Like the decision making, it just isn't good. And when it's from the top down,
Mhm.
it affects your team on the field.
And you said decision making. You could see with teams like the Texans, there's such a gigantic gap in the NFL between these teams that are ran like this and the Patriots, the Packers, the Chiefs, the Ravens. These
Why
teams,
didn't the Packers draft a receiver?
Yep.
Because Lazard is actually really good.
We all look like dumbasses. They were like, "Oh, we need to draft a receiver." Okay, guys.
How about we're gonna get a quarterback who can sit on the bench for 3 years, and then
Yeah.
he's gonna come out and be our next guy.
Yeah, just wait till Rodgers retires. I was like, God, finally the Packers are done, and Jordan Love comes in and is the next Aaron
He's
Rodgers.
ready to go. Yep.
We're all gonna look like dumbasses. But yeah, there's just such a disconnect, and you wonder why these teams like the ones we just mentioned they're never bad. Even when they're retooling, they're never at the bottom of the league. You know, for the Packers or the Chiefs, rebuilding is like an 8-8 season or 9-7 season. But then you have the teams like the Texans, man, the Cowboys. It's just like everything is just so bad. When it's bad, it's bad. Texans fans, maybe there's a light at the end of the tunnel now.
It's different for the Cowboys though because we always think that everything's good,
Yeah, I know.
and it just turns out to be shit.
It's because Cowboys Twitter can never say the Cowboys are bad. They never put any pressure on anybody. Hold on, let's just get to the Cowboys game before we keep doing this.
Is that coming up?
It's a few games away. We got some real stinkers, so we can breeze through them. San Fran, Miami. Oh, actually, this is kind of interesting.
Yep. Just leave him there.
You think so?
Just leave it there for
Uh-oh.
me. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Say it ain't
Oh.
so, bro. We were doing so well. This is
I'm at a rave, guys.
Bow, 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 bow. Is there any way that we can fix this without having to pause all over this shit? Okay, we're back. Fix the problem. Best editors on YouTube. Best IT guys on YouTube.
Best everything.
Best of all time. Okay, I don't even remember how far we got in this Dolphins Niners game.
Look at the spectacles, dude.
Yeah, you can tell our IQ is through the roof
Come on.
just by looking at us. It doesn't get smarter than this.
Are you
Okay.
picking the Dolphins?
Not with Jimmy G back now. Jimmy G, Mostert, it all sounds like they're playing. And they kind of need this win. The NFC's tough, dude.
Especially this NFC South.
Yeah, the NFC
West.
Yeah,
NFC West.
NFC West is tough. NFC is brutal. Like the Niners can't be losing games to the Dolphins. And I like the Dolphins, but they just can't lose these games.
Yep.
And I picked them not to make the playoffs.
Side note, when are we going to? I haven't heard anything about Tua.
Well, I saw a thing this week that Brian Flores said he's just not ready.
Okay.
I don't know if he was saying it from like a injury standpoint.
Because like you're seeing Herbert go out there, you're seeing Burrow.
Right.
It's like
I don't mind what they're doing.
I mean, I know, I get it, but at what point do you go, okay, let's see what we got?
Maybe never.
Okay.
Maybe you just go in the next year and say, all right, Tua, you had a year behind Fitzpatrick, who's he's been around the block a bunch.
100%.
He's a good quarterback.
I mean especially with the hip thing.
Yeah, no reason.
You want to be careful with that. Yeah.
I just feel like there's no reason, and it's not like Fitz is like just tragically bad.
Yeah.
He's playing well.
Yeah.
So, I love this Dolphins team. We all do. They're close. I really believe that. I really believe they're close. They got to get some defensive guys. They have they have this Texans pick in this upcoming draft. Remember that?
Interesting.
So they could have 2 like top 7 picks.
Ooh.
So I mean that's franchise altering right there, and they got to hit on those.
Yep.
They can't swing and miss on those. Because they've been kind of iffy on drafting.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to hit on those for sure. But I'm going.
Yeah, I mean, what they had the most picks in the league last draft, right?
Yeah, didn't they?
Them and the Vikings.
They had 3 or 4. Not 4 first. They had a few first last year because they had
and
the Steelers.
I was in Florida at the time, and I know they didn't like that corner pick.
Yeah, and they didn't like their back end of the first picks.
Right.
I know that they reached for him, but then they got some steals later on. Like, if they get 2 top 7 picks, it has to hit. It can't be on some. It can't be on, like on a running back. I don't even know if there's any running backs that are going like that. But it'd be interesting to see if they get like I don't think this Dolphins team gets a number 1 pick or something. But I mean, God, what if the Texans end up having the number 1 pick? Do they trade that?
Maybe.
You'd have to, right? I mean, the number 1 pick, you have to take Trevor Lawrence. You just have to.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you're the Dolphins, that would be crazy, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Or you trade Tua.
Yeah, I'm about to say, do you look at that and say, dude, there's no way we can pass up on Trevor Lawrence?
Right.
Like, we like Tua, but Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be this Peyton Manning level player.
I mean, you just look at him, and it's more confidence, just the way he looks. I mean, his build.
I mean, dude, when I see Trevor Lawrence highlights, I'm like, what? His arm strength, his accuracy. I don't want to say he's like a can't miss, like going to be a superstar, because anytime people say shit like that, it ends up being a bust. Everyone looks like a dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it's just pretty much as safe as you can get. That's interesting, though. If they get that top pick, which I don't think they will, there's no way the Jets don't get it. Or the Giants. I mean, shit. Or the Cowboys, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this is actually I'm actually excited for this one. I think this game is going to tell us a lot about both of these teams.
True.
The Colts and the Browns, and I'm saying that unironically too. This is actually going to be a really good game.
Yeah, it is a very interesting game. And like to your point, I think because I'm still kind of not completely sold on the Colts, and we know the Browns' history.
Yeah.
So are the Browns completely out of their, embarrassing, holes? Because we saw the Cowboys kind of almost do the damn thing last week.
They did. They really did.
And I mean, dude, is this Colts defense really this good?
I don't know about number 1, but
because David Rhodes is back to it. I mean, he's back on his shit.
Well, they traded for DeForest Buckner, and he's dominating.
Yeah, but I mean, you got a corner that's back on his shit.
Yeah, their defense is playing
lockdown.
amazing.
And then you got a linebacker. I mean, you got decent safeties.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm bought in,
but
I'm not bought into the offense. I'm bought into their defense.
Okay. Can they put up as many points as the Browns? I'm not sure.
Can the Browns run all over this Colts defense, though? I don't know. Like, I have to get creative. This will tell us a lot about the Browns. This will tell us a lot about the Browns. Really, it will.
It's a tough one. This may be the tougher pick so far.
I think so, too. This is the...
Who you going?
God. Oh, God.
I always got to go first.
I think
Come on. Put
I
the
mean,
pressure on you a little
I
bit.
really want to pick the Browns, truthfully.
Me too.
Because I'm thinking
What's the spread? You got it pulled up? Colts favorited?
the Colts are favored by 1.5, so it's basically a pick 'em.
It's very close.
Yeah, it's just I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, okay, both these teams can run the ball really well.
I mean, does Baker turn it over in
Does
this game?
Phillip turn it over? That's what I'm thinking. Does Phillip Rivers turn the ball over? Does Myles
Both
Garrett
teams
get
turn
in
it
there?
over?
Does DeForest Buckner get in there and strip sack? Does Myles Garrett get in there and strip sack? I mean, everyone talks about
I could just see riding this Browns wave and just it's shitting on me.
Yeah,
But I hate picking the Colts.
I think I might actually rock with the Colts. I'll take the Colts defense because I'm very confident the Colts have a good defense. I'll take their defense over a Browns offense that I like, but I'm not like 100% bought in. Because you got to remember, what is it? Washington football team, a good defense.
I think I'm gonna take the weapons of the Browns, man.
This is a tough one. It's
Give me the
50-50.
Browns. I think we need to differ on this one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going the Colts. Oh,
I'm not a full believer in the Colts. If they make the Browns score 13 points, I'm a believer.
Yeah, because that's the thing with the Browns. Their offense has looked really good the last 3 weeks, but the Cowboys' defense is the worst in NFL history. The Bengals don't have a good defense, and football team is a good defense, but it's just like at some point you're going to break through.
Yeah.
The Colts, I mean,
The Colts offense is kind of
the Colts offense is not very good.
The weapons aren't really there.
T.Y. Hilton is not who he used to be. I mean, T.Y. Hilton misses Andrew Luck big time.
The Colts or the Browns can't let the Colts really run the ball.
True.
If Jonathan Taylor goes for 150,
yeah,
they control the clock. They're defending well. Then the Browns are in trouble for this game.
I mean, the Browns aren't running for 250 yards again. Okay, this isn't the Dallas Cowboys. Dearness Johnson's not having 13 yards per carry again, or however much it was. But it's just like Nick Chubb goes down, and then here comes Kareem Hunt.
Yep.
Like, what? That's absurd. And Kareem Hunt, I'm going to rock with the Colts, but Kareem Hunt is about to show the league, yo, remember, I was a top 3 running back in the NFL.
He's really, really good.
Yeah. So I got the Colts. I'll just pick their defense over the Browns.
Yeah.
Because I'm 100% bought in the Colts defense. Maybe not
It's
number
the
one.
best. It's the best unit so far
Yeah.
in this game. But I don't know, man. The Browns' weapons, I think, could be a factor.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. This will be a good game for sure. Is this a 3 o'clock game or a noon game? 3 o'clock on CBS. Oh, God, I hate CBS, man. Love Romo and Nance, but, dude, the games are impossible to watch. You have to buy the CBS All Access. All right, Broncos and Pats. I mean, does this game end up happening?
Yeah, I don't know. And is Stidham quarterback? Are we going with my boy Brett Ripon?
I don't know what the Broncos quarterback situation is. It's bad.
What
That's
are
what we know.
What are both these quarterback situations?
Jarrett Stidham replaces Brian Hoyer. That happened during the game, so I have a hard time believing. But you never know with Bill. From what I just seen in my Google search, nobody really knows yet.
Yeah, this is gonna be an ugly one.
Yeah.
Can we just not count this one?
No, it's got to go.
Give me the Pats defense, I guess.
Oh, I'm definitely taking the Pats.
Yeah.
But I don't know who in the hell is playing quarterback for the Broncos either. Is it Blake Bortles? I've seen people think that.
If it's Ripon, the Pats got issues.
Yeah.
They got big problems.
Yeah. Yeah. No Stephon Gilmore. So Brett Ripen's about to light this defense up.
Who knows, man? Just whatever.
You have to feel bad for the Broncos, dude. They are just. I don't know if I've ever seen a team as affected by injuries as this Broncos team is right now.
I mean, even last year, same thing.
Yeah, I know. And then the Patriots, it's like, okay, Cam Newton has coronavirus, and then Stephon Gilmore. Like, could we pick 2 worst players on our entire team to get the coronavirus? Like, what are the chances of that?
I mean, how are the Patriots playing? It just seems, I don't know. It's brutal.
I know.
It's brutal.
It sucks too, because God, that game against the Chiefs could have been.
It could have been really, really fun. Yeah.
With Cam Newton there. I'm not gonna say they win or anything,
but Cam's been great, man.
Yeah, Cam's been fantastic. And you have to remember, like, if Cam plays that game, the Chiefs come out differently. Like,
Totally different energy.
Right, and Brian Hoyer looked horrific.
Yep.
There's no way he can play. He looked terrible. Even though that pick six wasn't on him. That sack at the end of the first half was. I've never seen a quarterback fuck up that bad. Oh, remember that one year where Kirk Cousins was supposed to spike the ball and ended up kneeing?
Yep.
That was on that level.
Mm-hmm.
That was on that level.
Hike.
Oh, that's a classic. I gotta get that soundbite in here.
Yep.
Here we go. Dun 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 dun. We them boys.
No shot we pick against them, right?
Oh, you have me.
I'm thinking about it.
You have me misconstrued. I'm picking the Giants, and I'm not even doing it. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm picking the Giants.
Give me the boys.
Let me tell you right now. I said this, and I mean it. If the
If
Giants,
we lose this game,
if the Cowboys lose this game, I am dressing as a trash bag on our next podcast. They can lose, dude.
I just won't watch it. I'm just turning it off. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Let's break down what we are about to witness, okay? The Cowboys, I'm not even speaking hyperbolic. They are the worst defense I've ever seen. I don't think that's emotional. I don't think that's,
It's really, 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 really bad.
it is the worst of all time. I mean,
And some guys are making a lot of money on that defense.
and a lot of excuses. What did Xavier Woods say today? We're just tired out there, man. I don't give a fuck. Everyone's tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired every day, all day.
Yep.
I still gotta come on here and put on a happy face and pretend I'm happy. I'm just kidding. But dude, the tired excuse is seriously.
I don't know, man. This team just doesn't want to win, and we thought that bringing a new coach in was going to change that, and these players just don't care. Until I see different, they just don't care.
Is it time to look at the past 25 years and say, we've changed coaches, we've changed players, one man has remained, Jerry Jones?
Yep.
Is there just something in the culture? I mean, we've always loved the fact that Jerry was a big time, players guy.
I mean, it's like Hollywood in Dallas, right?
Right. Yeah.
And you're on the Cowboys, you got the star, and it's like you feel like you're an actor in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Right? It's all about entertainment, and you're really fresh. You're out in Dallas,
You gotta build your brand.
Everybody loves you. You get the extra marketing deals, and the extra swag. You get to wear the blue and silver.
Mm-hmm.
You're America's team.
You're on prime time every week
And
almost.
even though you go 8-8, it's still the expectations are through the roof, and
Everyone talks about you.
You feel like you can win no matter what you're doing on the field. And somebody's got to change this. I don't know who's the guy to do it. I don't know if you're right that Jerry, it seeps through, top down. But I think Jerry wants to win.
I know, but is there something in the culture where these guys just come in and they're like, oh, you guys lost. Oh, it's okay, guys. You tried hard. When Mike Nolan said it wasn't an effort problem, dude.
That's a joke.
That was the worst effort I've ever seen.
Where's a coach that's going to hold these guys accountable?
I mean, I'm just praying. I know this isn't true, but I'm just praying that he says this to the media and then goes in the locker room and is just fucking throwing furniture, yelling. But I know that's not the case.
It's not.
We had Bennett come in last year 1 week into his tenure and was immediately the only guy yelling at people.
Right.
No one on this team gives a fuck, and they haven't for 25 years.
It's tough, man. It seems like we care more.
I mean, as a defense, how do you not watch Dak Prescott and think, "Oh, dude, we gotta pick our quarterback up"? Like, this dude is legitimately by himself out there.
Right.
It was the same thing with Romo.
he's standing in there getting just lit up as he's throwing dimes.
Yeah.
And then you go out there. We brought all the way back from 29? 29 down, 27.
It was literally 41-14 in the fourth quarter.
So 27 down. We come back. We have a small shot. We've gotten to that point, and 50-yard run.
First play.
And no players in the area, but there's 6 Cowboys right there that could tackle.
And you're
make
tired.
Make a play.
You're tired.
And it's very frustrating, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm playing softball and I want to win.
Yeah, same.
I mean, we were in the rec league last week, and we weren't really playing that well. And what were you saying?
I said,
Hey, guys, what the hell was going on?
I said, wake up!
Yeah.
The game started.
I mean, can I see that from anybody on the sideline? No, I see Mike McCarthy. He's not saying nothing to nobody.
Which is, I don't.
He's defending Mike Nolan. The only reason Mike Nolan got the DC job because last time he was DC, he was fucking awful. It was like 24th, 27th, and last in his tenure, wherever he was last DC in Atlanta, I believe. And the only reason he got the job because apparently when he was head coach in San Fran, he hired Mike McCarthy as OC. So apparently Mike McCarthy is doing him a favor.
Just his buddy shit.
And you know who he's not doing a favor? The players. He's not doing any favors to the fans. And I don't know. Dak's obviously not the guy. He leads more by play than like cussing people out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Zeke is a stone on the sideline. He doesn't talk to anybody. He just sits there, you know, looking off into space. He's probably high as fuck.
He's probably looking at his boys in the stand and say, hey, you guys got bottle service today? Oh, okay. Just making sure you guys got the tables.
I mean, it seems like the whole team has that mentality. Like, man, I can't wait to just like, you know, man, just pop a bottle when we get done with this.
I can't wait to sell.
And I know, and by the way, I know I feel like that at my, you know, I'm waiting tables. I'm like, damn, I'm ready to have a beer when I get off, you know?
Yeah.
But man, if I was playing baseball as my career, and we're not losing because we're getting outplayed. We're losing because we just like we look like we just don't care.
It's just, dude, it's depressing because it's like you come to the Cowboys organization that's supposed to be in and of itself a huge sense of pride. Is it because of that? Like people make the Cowboys think, oh well, I made it. There's no because. The Cowboys, no matter what they do, we've seen it for 25 years. They haven't done anything for 25 years. Number one, most valuable franchise in the world, any sport. There's no real reason for them to try.
Well, is this and why try when I already got my bag?
Yeah.
I already got paid.
That's another precedent. Jerry and the Cowboys have shown they will pay you.
Yep.
They will pay you. They never make any free agent moves ever. They never pay anybody outside the organization ever. When was the last time we went out and got and paid a lot of money for a free agent? I don't even know.
I don't think he got that much. I don't know.
We're always bringing in these late career guys who other teams are like, yeah, dude, get off our team. You're shit now. And then they come to our team. We're like, yeah, Everson Griffin. And he's terrible.
Yep. And you know, it's like we pay these guys that they come up and they're, you know, Jalen Smith. It's like, okay, he had a horrific injury in college. We get him in the second round. We give him some time. Then he balls out. Then, you know, we say, okay, this is what you deserve. Like, you deserve this bag. And then since then, it's been like damn near nothing. It's celebrations while we're down by 3 touchdowns.
Not nothing. Negative. He's not just bad and not doing anything. He's literally a liability. He is horrific.
I mean, D-Law, no sacks, right?
And then he's going out and saying, fuck y'all to the fans. Dude, fuck you.
It's tough.
The fans, this is what fans do, man. Sorry
dude, you want us are we supposed to want to go 2-14 this year?
I know, dude. It's like, dude, this is sorry that the fans are the only people in this organization are involved in this organization in some way, shape, or form that hold players to any accountability.
Well, dude, like we have these expectations because we paid you to take us to a Super Bowl. That's what we paid you for,
bro. You're not, and it's like, okay, everyone. God, we always talk about DeMarcus Lawrence, but if you want to know how annoying Cowboys Twitter is, just go look at what they say about DeMarcus Lawrence. Well, dude, his pass rush win rate. I don't care. Half a sack in 14 games. What are we paying you for? If we paid DeMarcus Lawrence $10 million and said, yo, you know, get some pressure, do good in the run, hey, I'm completely cool with that. I'm completely cool with that.
Our starting 2 tackles, I mean, they're hurt. I mean, Tyron Smith is probably, I mean, is he done?
Out for the season.
I mean, he's probably done, man.
He can't stay healthy.
He's probably done, and he's had a great career.
He's one of the best tackles in history.
I'm not trying to shit on Tyron Smith by any means. It's just tough, man. I mean, Lyle Collins, who knows what happened? Because I don't. I mean, it was conditioning wasn't great, and then hip surgery.
It was. He might play week 1, and by the way, he's not for season.
And the one guy that's been underestimated the whole time he's been on this team, 4th round pick. Got jumped in line by 5 different people, and he still hasn't gotten paid, and he's the one guy still going out there looking like he actually cares to win.
I
None of the other players want to rally around that.
I don't think Dak is the quarterback of the Cowboys again after the season. I just don't.
I wouldn't blame him, man.
Well, it's not that. Jerry has to not want him. I'm trying to understand. I mean, how have you not paid this guy at this point? You're willing to give a bag to DeMarcus Lawrence, Jalen Smith, Zeke, fucking Tyrone Crawford, whoever wants it, come and get it. Oh, Dak, we don't know actually.
Jarwin, by the way, who didn't even do that much, but I guess he's our future tight end, so it's like let's lock him up at top tight end money.
Yeah, Blake Jarwin, Lyle Collins.
Got hurt first game.
Dak, hey guys, I only want 35 mil, which I think is really fair.
And look, injuries is one thing. I mean, you can. I mean, I can't shit on Jarwin for getting hurt. I mean, you get hurt. But, I mean, it's just another example of like, damn, man. You pay all these guys and the production isn't there. And not only is the production not there, and, you know, you could say effort, but it just seems like nobody cares.
Nope.
And that's what I miss about Des Bryant, man.
Yeah.
Des Bryant would let the coach have it. He'll let anybody have it. Anybody.
Yes.
He'll let the media have it. He'll let the O-line have it. He'll let Zeke have it. He'll let the defense have it.
I mean, Witten was like that too at times.
At times, but not on Dez's level. And Dez level is what we need.
Yes.
That level.
God, we miss Dez.
I mean, last season, I was saying middle of the year, I was like, dude, I'll go get Dez. I'll go sign him just so he can cuss somebody out.
Yeah.
Not even if he's not even playing well. Because he's going to want to win.
I mean,
I guarantee that.
Michael Bennett did nothing for us, but he was the best. He was my favorite player last year. We were saying all year, dude, can someone throw a water cooler? Can somebody have a temper tantrum on the sideline? And then week 1, Michael Bennett's first fucking game, he comes in, he's like, dude, this is a nightmare. And he's yelling at people in the locker room. I was giving a standing ovation.
Right.
All dumbass Cowboys fan was like, oh, there's Michael Bennett for you. Yeah.
It's like, no, here's the dumbass team that we have that doesn't give a shit.
Think about how embarrassing that was, guys. Michael Bennett, first week as a Cowboy, is like, dude, this is so bad.
I think that does say a lot.
It says
really
so
does.
much. He comes in and immediately can tell nobody on this team cares enough to call anybody out. But I'll do it.
Yep.
God, man.
I mean, I'd love to see Dak do it, but I think we both know he's just not that guy, right? Like, he leads by his play.
Which is completely fine, by the way.
100%.
Like, that, I feel like that's what your quarterback should do. I don't want my quarterback screaming and yelling at people on the sidelines.
Right.
Go out and play and show the team, yo, I'm doing whatever I can. Let's go. Pick it up.
I mean, Tom Brady used to do it, and Tom he'll let you know.
Right, and Tom can back it up big time. Dak hasn't earned. Tom's probably the only guy I could see doing that. Like, maybe Rodgers, too.
I mean, has Dak even ever cussed before? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if he cusses.
But, yeah, I don't know. Dak's not that guy.
Right.
But, like, Zeke could be.
Yeah, that's what I've always said.
Shit?
That's what I've always said.
Well,
and I mean, Zeke is quiet as a mouse on the sideline. Into the bench, doesn't say a word. I mean, Zeke is the epitome. He looks like he doesn't give a fuck.
And I think that's just, I mean, I know he's Sean Zeke a lot. I think that's just his personality, but it's still like, bro, come on. We need something.
Yep.
Because, dude, he gets a big play. He gets up. He yells. You could tell he's, like, into it.
Mm-hmm.
Show it. I mean, dude, somebody's got to start yelling.
Like, in the sideline, in the locker room.
Somebody's got to start screaming at people.
At halftime of last game, if nobody got cussed out, I'm upset about that.
Yeah, they go in the locker room and say, okay, guys, hey, guys.
So Mike was like, okay, guys, like, obviously we didn't have a great half. This is what we're going to come out and do in the second half. No, that's not enough.
Yeah.
You just say, D-Law, you're playing for your job right now. I'll go get somebody off the practice squad.
Yeah.
Get to the quarterback.
I mean, dude, let's go back to Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera straight up had a meeting with Dwayne Haskins before Sunday and said, yo, if you don't play good, it's over.
There it is.
Yeah.
Hey, 4th and 12, we're going to lose. Throw it in the end zone. He didn't do that.
All right, you're done.
All right, that's it.
I mean, look, I know we're crossing sports, but look at the Heat. Udonis hasn't played a minute in 17 years. And
look how important he is.
And he's on the bench screaming at people on timeouts.
I mean, he looks like he's about to kill someone.
And they're sitting there listening to him like, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, get somebody.
Yeah, like Haslam will get a squad and jump you if you don't do what you're supposed to do. Like,
I love Amari, but, dude, he's
a ghost. He's quiet as a mouse as well.
Which I do, because when Amari's killing it, and he's just walking off the field stone. It's fucking badass for sure.
Yep.
But God, we need somebody that's. I'm cool. Bring in Earl Thomas and have him have a locker room meltdown. Cool.
Yep.
Get something going.
Yep.
Spark up some type of feeling.
I mean, I'd love to see my coach throw his headset or something.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
remember when Garrett got mad at the official last year? That was like my favorite moment of the season.
Yeah, remember, this is how desperate we are for something like that. We wanted to give Chris Richard a head coaching job just because he would yell at guys. There was nothing to do with his play calling or anything, but he would yell at guys. We were like, dude, we need him. Bill Parcells would get in your ass.
Yep. Oh, you see the little Twitter about Wade Phillips?
I would love Wade Phillips. Phillips.
Dude, I mean, bring him on, bro.
I mean,
Let's go.
Wade Phillips isn't getting in anybody's ass either, but I mean, Mike Nolan is a travesty.
I think Wade's one of those guys though in the film room.
Oh, he's getting into you?
In the rooms, he's coming after you.
And then the Mike Nolan saying the effort thing, and everyone on Cowboys Twitter is like, well, what do you want to say to the media? Call someone out.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Who gives a fuck?
I want him to say we're playing like shit.
Yeah.
I want to hear bleeps.
What is this buddy shit we have to keep doing in the media?
I don't get it.
Why can't the head coach come at me and be like, yeah, we were dog shit today, and the players should be
really,
embarrassed.
really awful, and everyone is on notice.
Yeah, nobody's job is safe.
I got guys on the practice squad that want to play.
Yeah, and then Brandon Carr gets cut.
Dude, Belichick drafted a guy from D2 in the second round. I mean, it's about character. Like, you got to have the right character to win in this league.
It's just so depressing talking about this team.
We're not winning, guys. We don't want to. What do you want us to come on here and say? Hey, man, we tried really hard out there last game.
No, we did it.
No, who thinks that?
Dude, I'm so Cowboys fans. The dream is dead. This season is washed. Okay, it's done. And is
it though?
No, yeah, it is. It is. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. I'm picking the Giants to win this game, and I'm not just doing that because I'm mad at the Cowboys. I actually think they're gonna win. But anyways, the Cowboys. Here's what actually is gonna happen. The Cowboys are gonna come out and just steamroll this shit Giants team, and Cowboys fans are gonna be like, see, told you guys. And then next week, who do the Cowboys play next week?
Is it the Bengals?
Is it the Bengals? No, it's the. The Cowboys have a bye next week? No, it's the Cardinals on Monday Night Football.
Cardinals.
And then they're going to get steamrolled.
just play better, guys. We just want to see some heart.
That's really.
We just want to see some heart.
You know what? Because this year, man, we're just not that talented.
I mean, do we need to play like remember the Titans in the locker room? Like, they remember the day they played the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, they remember because
like there's none of that. Like,
oh, they'll remember it because it would be a career game for them.
Yeah.
Like, okay, see the Giants, 4 games, they have scored 3 touchdowns. Let me tell you what's gonna happen.
You probably get 3 at least.
Oh, easily. Sterling Shepard's probably gonna have 3 by himself.
Mm-hmm. Gallman's gonna, have a nice little 100 piece.
If this team loses on Sunday and we don't see, I'm thinking about resetting my fandom.
Well, they have a nice little 3-back set: Freeman, Dion Lewis, and Gallman. Nice little 80 yards from each of them.
You thinking about changing your pick?
Close.
It's just so depressing, man. And I'm sorry to our non-Cowboys fans to watch this and have to hear this, but it's just like, dude.
I think a lot of them are in agreement with us.
Well, a lot of them enjoy it because it's just funny to laugh at our pain.
To be honest, I don't enjoy this. This sucks.
I know that it's all jokes. We come on here laughing, and it is. I've said it before. I mean, our content is just better when the Cowboys are bad. Because
last year we were legitimately heated because our expectations were Super Bowl last year.
Last year was the worst year of Cowboys fandom.
And we lost to the Jets, and we were like, "This is who we are."
That last year was easily the worst year to be a Cowboys fan in my life. I think worse than any of the horrible years, just because of how sad it was.
I mean, dude, there's no heart on this team, man. Somebody's got to find it, and if the coach can't do it, then he's not the guy.
I mean, that's why last year I was like, dude, if a new coach comes in and wants to release every player on the roster, I don't care because it's obvious that we are. I mean, I get blaming the coach, but at a certain point, it's like, dude, these players have been here. Some of these guys have been here for years.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Yeah.
It's time to go, man.
But isn't that the coach's job too, to instill motivation?
Yeah, it is. But if we go through, okay, if Mike McCarthy gets fired this year at the end of the season, we bring in a new guy and it's the same shit. At a certain point, it's like, all right, dude. I mean, realistically speaking, you're in the NFL. You're supposed to be competing. You're not competing anymore. But at the beginning of the season, you're supposed to be competing for a Super Bowl. I mean, is that not motivation enough?
Right. No, I think that's part of the problem.
Like, do you need the coach to tell you, hey guys, big game this week?
Yeah, I think so. They need to be coached like a high school team.
I guess so, dude. I mean, I was a middle school quarterback, and we never won a game, and I never scored a touchdown playing every game in middle school.
But after game, what were we on the bus like?
Oh, I was
happy?
screaming at motherfuckers.
Oh, we were pissed.
I was screaming at people, and I sucked.
Yep.
But God damn it, I would scream at you.
Because we want to win.
Can somebody just scream? I would do anything for a patented Des Bryant freak out. And then
I guess it's got to be nice when you leave the game and you know you got just bankroll in the bank account.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm chilling regardless. So all y'all haters, don't matter.
And you know
I made it. I'm good.
If the Cowboys players want to use all the shit Cowboys fans have been talking as motivation, cool.
Do it.
We will gladly continue to talk shit.
Win in spite of us, please.
I would love that.
What I say last week, prove me wrong, please.
Yes, dude, trust. Like, I know we get on here and show the Cowboys. Nobody in the world wants to see the Cowboys win more than us.
Dude, we would love to be on we're the best team in football train.
Yes.
We're just terrible.
Nobody, because here's the thing. In the show's inception, the Cowboys have not been good. It's only been 2 years. But trust me, guys, the Cowboys are rolling. You would not like us. Because we'd come on and let you know. The Cowboys were rolling.
Oh, yeah, we're going all the way.
Yes. But, I mean, fuck.
What happened after the Rams game last year? We were like, I don't know, man.
Yes, Rams game had me bought in. I'm a sucker. I was done with that season. The Rams game happened. I said, well, hold on a second.
Well, I was like, well, I don't know.
We got the Eagles next week.
Yep.
And then we all know what happened.
Yep.
But that was this year. Week 1, I thought, here we go, man. Rams lose. I'm thinking, oh, season's done. This team is shit.
But right, it's not the way we lost. It's not the score.
Nothing was different.
Excuse me. It's not the fact that we lost. It's not the score. It was the way we played.
Yeah. It was the same uninspired ass team.
Right.
And it's just like, dude, I don't get the uninspired thing.
Yep.
Are you not embarrassed?
Yeah.
Like, okay, because...
And then I hate the coaches, like, kind of defending that.
And Jerry,
in the
too.
media. I hate that.
And I hate the whole, we like what we have here. Can someone in the media say, yo, we're not good enough right now? And
is there one player that can come out and say that?
Yeah, our coach, or anybody, the janitor, I don't give a fuck. Somebody just come out and be like, we're not good enough, and we're going to replace these guys soon if it continues like this.
Yep.
No job is safe.
That's all. I think that's all we're looking for.
That's literally
I think once you come out and say that even one time, there's going to be some kind of switch. Some kind of switch.
I mean, you'd have
with
me
that mentality.
You'd have me switched into thinking that this team was finally starting to get their heads out of their own assholes.
Yep.
You can tell that we are. I mean, we just probably ran it for 20 minutes about this team, and we didn't even talk about the game. That just is what it is. Trust me, man.
It's more about a lot of the character on this team than the actual football.
It is. It just looks like no one cares, and that's the worst part.
Yep. And then the acknowledgement that the effort is there and the discrediting of that kind of stuff.
100% that.
Right.
It's
like you keep feeding into the players' bullshit.
I know. I don't get what's going on. I don't know if Jerry's like talking to the coach behind the scenes like, hey guys, listen, you gotta take it easy on these players.
I thought Jerry was the one that was like talking shit about everybody.
Not anymore.
Where's that? Yeah,
Jerry,
where did that go?
Is Jerry just done? Is Jerry conceding that, yo, I might not have that much time left. We're not gonna win. I'm just chilling. Like, I'm not gonna exert this much of my energy into this shit.
I guess.
Like,
I thought we were on a different road than that.
I mean, you have to show me, because Jerry has all the power in the world to be like, yo, this team is a fucking embarrassment, and I'm about to drop hella stacks. I'm about to do whatever I need to do to get this team where it needs to be.
Well, sit Mike down and say, dude, this is the same bullshit that was going on last year. Are you saying anything to these players different?
Are we starting to buy in? I've never bought in, but maybe it is, that these eccentric head coaches who will yell at players, they take a lot of the spotlight away from Jerry Jones, whereas a guy like Jason Garrett or a guy like Mike McCarthy, who's just, shows up, they're not going to take any of the spotlight. I mean, here we are still talking about Jerry Jones. It's like, dude, the dude's an owner. Like, what else? There's only so much he could do. Like, damn, Jerry, get in the. I want to see Jerry do some Mark Cuban shit. Get in the locker room. Get in the huddles. I don't care.
That's what you gotta love about Mark. He's on the third row every game.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, we watch the Mavericks and they're all playing. Rick will fucking yell at you. Rick will pinch your ass.
Luka's crying about a bad call. He wants to win that bad.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
you get a bad call in the Cowboys, it still looks like nobody cares.
The Mavericks traded for one of the best point guards of our generation, and Rick said, "Dude, no, get on the bench."
Yep.
And the Cowboys, if that happened to the Cowboys, you'd be like, "Oh, dude, hey, man, we're all having fun here. We're all part of the Cowboys, right? We got the star. The fans love us no matter what." Here's a big misconception about the Cowboys fans. Maybe the bandwagon fans do. Dude, come to Dallas. That is not the sentiment.
100%.
Nobody hates the Dallas Cowboys more than Dallas Cowboys fans inside of Dallas.
Yep. We lose on Sunday, we're having a horrible week.
Oh, man, if the Cowboys lose this week, I really am going to consider just taking a step back, man. Not letting this team dictate my whole entire fucking weeks.
Yep.
All right. We talked about the game for a really long time. And I'm actually picking the Giants. I just think Jason Garrett, I don't know. I can just see, I sense it. All right, next game, Vikings Seahawks. Damn, just killed the whole mood of the podcast, that piece of shit
really
team.
Did. It really did.
I
just want to get this over with now.
I hate them.
I don't know, man. I guess Seahawks, but I feel like it could be interesting.
I think this is a tiny spooky one.
This divisional games, man. Or this is divisional? No, it's not divisional. But I don't know. Can the Vikings continue to kind of improve on their own 3 start?
I know they've looked good, at least competent the last 2 weeks.
Well, we know this Seattle D is not good.
No,
I
mean,
mean,
not good.
And the Vikings have a lot of weapons, man. I expect them to put up some passing yards this game.
Yeah, the Seahawks are ranked 32nd. They're not the worst defense. That's the Cowboys, but they might be second worst.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna go with Seattle. I don't know. I think this could be an interesting game though. Probably high scoring.
Yeah, I'll just go Russ over Kirk, but this is a spooky one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I really do think that the Vikings could maybe sneak this one out, but I'll give the edge to Kirk. And then, is this the last game? Wait. Is this a Sunday night game? It is, isn't it? Okay, so our last game of the week, Monday Night Football. Chargers, Saints.
Kind of spooky as well.
I think right before our podcast came out, it came out that the Chargers were rocking with Herbert no matter what the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean he's looked good enough, I think.
Yeah, we kind of expected that.
Eckler out hurts, but it'll be nice to see what these young guys can do. Jackson and
I really like Joshua Kelly
and Josh Kelly. I think the Saints will continue to kind of figure things out. Is Michael Thomas playing?
I think I saw he was at practice.
Okay.
So usually that's a good sign, but you never know. I mean,
I don't know.
Tyron Smith is back at practice, and now he's out for the year.
Yeah, the Chargers are a weird team to gauge, man.
Yeah, I agree.
They don't put up a lot of points, but their defense holds teams to not a lot of points as well. So it's always close. But you have to give the edge. I mean, Kamara's out of his mind. I mean, he's just out of his mind.
He's honestly playing at an MVP level.
Yeah. So give me New Orleans. Monday night, they kind of thrive in big games.
Yeah, I'll go with the Saints too. I just think they're a better team.
Yeah.
But I do like the Chargers team.
The Chargers are a weird team to gauge, man.
Yeah, they always are. It's like
it's like they're good, but you can't really bet on them.
No. They'll win games you don't expect them to win, and then go out and lose like to the Panthers last week. It's just
they almost beat the Chiefs and then just fall apart at the end.
Almost beat the Bucks. Almost had a nice comeback. But it's just like, ugh. I don't know.
I think we both like Herbert though.
Yeah, they're probably the best one-win team. I would have to say,
pretty
easily actually. All right, there you go.
Jeez.
Man, you could really just feel the energy get sucked out of the pod after we talk about the shithole Cowboys. There you go. It's Michael Thomas playing on Monday night, so they don't know.
That's how we feel, man. We're gonna give it to you straight.
And I just tell myself year in and year out, I'm not gonna let the Cowboys make me that angry this year.
How can you not?
It's just, dude, if they were losing, I can't handle losing, but I can understand losing. You're gonna lose, dude. The NFL's tough.
I mean, it's like losing how the Chargers lose almost. Like it's respectable,
right?
It's like football,
or like the Dolphins this year, where they're competitive and they're a young team. So you lose and you're like, okay, well at least we were out there.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys, it's like, dude, does no one give a fuck, man?
Yes, I mean, how are you walking away from those games not asking that question?
I don't know how you could walk away from any Cowboys loss this year and as a fan be like, we saw some things.
We got some, yeah.
Saw what?
Yeah.
You saw Dak having to carry.
Saw Dak come back from 40.
And you know what's hilarious is those exact same fans will be the one to blame Dak.
Yep.
Be like, well, if Dak didn't do this, if Dak didn't do what?
Well, dude, if he makes the right play against the Seahawks at the end.
Yeah. I saw
dude.
I saw a fan be like, well, there was a 5 possession stretch where the Cowboys didn't score. And it's like, oh, dude, it's almost like defenses actually force stops some of the times.
Right.
It's like, oh.
So, we get stopped one time on offense, and then we're down by 3 scores.
It's like, wait, what? Offenses don't score every possession? Oh, you watch our defense, and you just assume every score is a touchdown.
Yeah.
So, if the offense doesn't score, if the offense doesn't score 2 straight possessions, the game is over.
In trouble.
No, not in trouble. The game's done.
No.
If you don't score.
Well, it's not over, though.
It's not over. The Cowboys will come back.
About end of the third, we just say, okay, time to score 30.
Do you remember last year, the Packers game? What was the score at halftime? 31-3.
Yep.
And the Cowboys came back, and I was on the podcast saying, I wish the final score was 31-3. Because now Cowboys fans are going to be like, well, dude, they came back, and the team looked like shit. That is this whole season so far. I'm watching the Browns game. I'm like, dude, I hope they score.
But if you're Dak in the offense,
right?
Are you supposed to not play anymore?
Well, yeah. No, I'm saying from a fan perspective. That way, there's none of this bullshit. Well, they do this, they do that. They're 3-1. Dude, you guys are part of the reason. Seriously,
it should be 0-4.
And you know what I want? I want someone in the media room, a reporter, to be like, hey, you guys have had the worst defense I've ever seen in my life. Go ahead and expand on why that is.
Yeah.
Like some backhanded ass question where they get pissed off.
Maybe that'll fire him up.
Right. Dude, if I was in the media room, I'd be there. Hey, Jerry, the team is really terrible right now. What exactly are you telling the players who have looked horrible? Like, hey, DeMarcus, man, not good out of you. Is it an effort thing? Like,
hey,
dude,
Mike, it's looking like a lot of Jason Garrett football out here. You got any words about that?
Yeah. Like, I will be the bad guy.
Right.
I'll be the Skip Bayless that everyone's like, dude, fuck you, if they go out and win. I would do it. I'd go right up to Zeke and say, hey, Zeke, you do know Bottle Blondes is closed still, right? What?
Credit to Skip, man. He said this is the second worst defense in Cowboys history. And the only defense that's worse is guess when? The first year of the franchise. When we were expansion team. Dude,
I don't. I can't speak on that because I don't. Obviously, I don't know. And
right, but I'm just saying. I mean, it's that bad right now.
I can't imagine defense being worse. And then the other real depressing thing is like it's not getting better. They're not. They've shown it a million times. They're not going out and getting guys. That dream. There's no Earl Thomas coming through the door. Jamal Adams. He's not coming through the door. Cowboys fans, we always do this, man. We're like, God, we can trade or bring. This team has never done that. It's like this team.
Except we went to get Amari.
True, yeah, that's true. Okay, I did say that we never go out and get people. We did trade a first for Amari, which is it was shocking at times. Do you remember what happened? We all immediately got in a group call. We were like, what the fuck? We were all pissed at first. Yep. I think the first 5 minutes, and then we thought about it. We're like, this could be nice actually. Mm-hmm. And then that ended up being a pretty good move, I would say. But you see what I'm saying? Those moves sometimes pay off, so just do them.
Yep. It's tough.
It does feel like this team just doesn't really give a fuck about winning sometimes.
Hey guys,
from the top
and
down.
If you think we talk about the Cowboys too much, look at the name of the show, okay?
Yeah.
And if you're a Cowboys fan, you know what we're feeling.
Yeah.
And just remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Yeah. And you'll get more Cowboys hate. So
it doesn't have to be like that. We don't want it to be like that. Trust us, man. If you're tired of us shitting on the Cowboys,
it's like love with our parents, right? It's like they're gonna shit on you.
Yeah.
But it's because they want you to be better.
Yeah.
So it's love.
It's just.
But yeah, we are not happy. We're disappointed. We're disappointed. Man. We're angry. And
it's just, can somebody just throw punches? I'd take a locker room fight.
Yeah.
I'd take a fist fight.
Little practice scuffle.
Those are all things that used to be a little embarrassing as Cowboys fans. Because, God, I remember the days where we'd have to get on Twitter and immediately defend Dez Bryant on Monday mornings because he went off on the sidelines.
See, that's the thing, though. We were defending him on those situations.
True.
Because it was the same shit, dude.
I know.
It was a lot of the same shit.
That's what I'm saying. Players have changed. Coaches have changed. There has been one steady constant. And maybe we have Jerry pegged wrong. Maybe Jerry is just cool with being the most valuable franchise. And, hey, we win. Maybe that's – I don't know. You'd like to not think so. But maybe he's got us all tricked. Because we all thought, man, Jerry's getting older. He's going to do some crazy shit.
get one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to trade for Jamal. He'll bring in Earl.
Yeah.
Nope. Here's Darian Thompson. Nope.
Yep.
Jalen Smith is the worst player in the NFL history. DeMarcus Lawrence. And here's the thing, man. DeMarcus Lawrence saying "fuck you" to the fans, dude.
That's just not it. That's not it.
It's like, dude, I'd understand if you were balling out or something. I'd understand if Dak came out and was like, "Hey, fuck you guys." I'd understand that.
Oh, 100%.
I'd be like, "Yeah, Dak, fuck him."
Yeah.
But D-Law, seriously, dude? I mean, God, get a sack. Get a sack and then say "fuck you." Yeah, you know what? Fuck you. All right. Dallas Cowboys, we hate you so much.
Yep.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
All right, boys. See y'all tomorrow night. Are we gonna get an NBA champion?
We'll see.
I think so. I think it ends tomorrow night. Also, it looks like the Astros are moving on. Oh God, if the Astros win this year, oh no.
Yikes.
Oh God, could it get worse?
Well, they have an easy road to the second round. Let's be honest.
The A's are pretty good. Yeah,
but
the Twins haven't won. The Twins
the Astros are a low seed.
Yeah.
Right. So you get the A's first round, which are supposed to be a really good team.
You get the Twins first round.
Well, yeah, it's like
the Twins haven't won a playoff game in 20 try. Imagine that.
The Astros are better than a lot of these AL teams.
We think our life sucks. Imagine being a fan of a franchise that hasn't won it was like over the last 17 in playoff games.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Yep. All right.
Later.
Bye.